poppin', y'all? I'm back out here on the streets of Istanbul. I got here like 2 days ago or something. I'm just heading over to the second destination. First, I gotta grab some food to eat really quick. As usual, doing this to push my comfort zone. I feel a lot more calm here after Belarus. It's actually not even as scary anymore, but I don't know. Let's just see how this goes. So, I'm gonna go grab some food at this restaurant, and then I'm gonna go head to where I'm going. So, the first thing, a lot of people kept asking what I bring with me, and so everything that you see right here, this backpack, the backpack behind me, if it's visible, this is all I bring with me, because I don't like to pay to check my baggage in when I get on a plane. I apologize for being out of breath. I'm really tired because this stuff is quite heavy. I prefer it over a suitcase, but it is quite heavy. Anyway, so this is all I bring, just the 2 backpacks, and this is all I've had since July 8th, 2020, I guess. That's when I officially left. That's when I started doing kind of like living a more nomadic life. So anyway, currently approaching the restaurant I'm going to check out. See if they'll let me film on the inside. See if it's even open. So it's this place over here, Shanle Danash. So I was here yesterday, and the food was really good. So I'm gonna check it out again. Check it out. It's happy. Alright, y'all. So I'm coming to you guys from a restaurant called Shanle Danash. It's very close to Taksim. This is the food that I got. I think this cost about 30 lira. I was here yesterday and it ended up tasting really good. So I decided to come back and have it again. So I'm gonna dive in, and then the other goal of this video is a lot of people kept asking me what exactly I pack and what I travel with and how much I bring with me. So, I'm gonna eat, and then when I go walk around afterwards, I'll do my best to try and show you guys what exactly it is that I bring with me. Anyway, so, as we can see here, we have, you can't really see here, but there is rice underneath. There's also chicken. They put onions on top. There are a few pickles on top. Yeah, and I had this yesterday, and it was really good, like I said, so I'm gonna jump in now. So I'll just take the first bite as usual, and I'll tell you guys what I'm tasting as I'm going. So, first bite is good as usual. The chicken tastes really good. It's shawarma meat, so it just tastes like regular shawarma meat. It tastes really good. I like how they season it here. That's good. And I like how it all tastes when we mix it together with the salad. So, yeah, pretty sweet. So, I'm gonna finish this up. Alright, y'all. So, I am finished. So, I know it's becoming kind of a habit in my videos to not actually finish eating what I'm eating. This time I actually could have finished. I'm actually still pretty hungry, but if I save this, I can just eat it for dinner later on. So this is the damage in the end. Really, really good. And the portions are huge because there's actually enough for me to eat now, and I'll probably be satisfied for a couple more hours. So, I'm gonna ask to get this to go, and then I'm just gonna eat it later on. Anyway, so, after that, I'll be paying, and I'm gonna go and walk towards the place. So I'll do my best to show you guys some of the tactics where I just have to be careful because I've been warned that if I look very touristy, pickpockets might target me. So, I mean, to walk around with my bag and, you know, a camera, I'm gonna look very much like a tourist, so I have to be very careful. Anyway, so I'll do my best to get that. I'll do my best to show you guys the bag and everything and how I set everything up. Because I have my shoes attached to the bag so that I can walk around and not have to worry about carrying them because there's not enough space in the bag for the shoes. I actually already have a pair of shoes in the bag because I normally travel with 3 pairs of shoes. 1 pair that I actually wear, 1 pair of dress shoes, and then just a backup pair. And the reason I have a backup pair is because it's really hard for me to find shoes that fit me. So I just get a backup pair whenever, you know, I find a store that sells shoes that fit. Just because I never know when I'm going to be able to get shoes again. So I always just like to have a backup just in case. I would, if you have smaller feet, I wouldn't recommend doing this. Save the space, don't bother, just get shoes wherever you go. But it's just hard for me to find my specific size, so I keep a backup pair. Anyway, so I will pay and I'll be on my way. Pardon? Bir poşet alabilir miyim?
Poşet.
Bir poşet, evet.
O için az.
Okay, teşekkürler. So I just asked for the bag, so I'm just waiting on that to arrive, and then I'll be on the way. Oh, they also gave me some spicy peppers. I really like these in Turkey. They're sweet. Teşekkürler. There we go. I got the food to go. There we go. So this is the setup. First we have the pneumatic bag. I just put that on my back. It has back support, which really comes in handy. So, put that on. Then, I have the ZoomMate bag here. Just toss it on the front. And here we go. Now I can carry everything. Alright, now I'm gonna head out. Now out here on the street, walking towards the bus. So I have all the bags and everything. As you can see, this is what everything looks like. If that's visible, we'll find out later in the editing process. Anyway, the thing I like about backpacks is I have a lot more mobility. I used to travel with suitcases, but it was always super complicated because, I don't know, it's really hard to drag a suitcase uphill. It's also hard to drag suitcases over cobblestones, stuff like that. So I really don't like suitcases for that reason. Anyway, with backpacks I have a lot more mobility. I can run. There was actually a time where I was late for a bus, and the only reason I caught it is because I had a backpack so I could run and catch it. If I didn't have the backpack, that would have been difficult. Anyway, I have nothing against suitcases. Just doesn't really fit my style. Alright, so in Turkey, we have a lot of these little cute streets, as you guys can see. Fruit vendors and stuff. I really like it. Y'all, I'm now on Taksim Street. Actually, no, I always forget the name of the street, to be honest. But it's very crowded, as you guys can see. Thousands of people here. Absolutely thousands. It's quite hard to walk, and I'm also afraid of getting pickpocketed. So, trying to avoid bumping into people, and trying to avoid people accidentally bumping into my pockets. All the locals have warned me to avoid the street with luggage and stuff because I was told I'd be targeted. Because right now I look like a tourist because I'm out here walking with all my stuff, and it's crowded, and I'm carrying a camera. So it's very obvious that I'm a tourist, so probably gonna make a prime target right now. So making sure that my bags and everything are all, not my bags, my pockets are all zipped up right now. The fact that I don't have a suitcase, as I was saying earlier, really helps right now because I can walk and maneuver pretty quickly. Also, one thing I'm digging is I actually feel fine doing this. Like, the street's super crowded. I stand out a lot right now, but after Belarus, I feel a lot more calm doing this kind of stuff. Because, like I was saying, or as I said in the other videos, I felt a lot more uncomfortable in Belarus because people would stare at me there, whether I had the camera or not. In Turkey, for the most part, if I don't take the camera out, I don't stand out as much. A little bit. If I wear my hair down, people will stare. But I don't blame them because there aren't that many people who have dreads here. Anyway, after Belarus, I feel a lot more calm. I actually don't even feel the slightest bit nervous right now. Maybe it's because it hasn't set in yet, or I don't know, or maybe there are just so many people around that I can't really feel nervous because no one's really paying attention to anybody here. That could be it, but either way, practicing this has really helped. It's making it a lot easier. Also in the restaurant, when it was just me, there were a few people who were kind of watching because I was the only one in there with the camera recording. But it didn't feel as scary as before.
Yeah.
Before I left Turkey to go to Belarus, that scared me a lot more. When I was in one of the burger restaurants and I started talking to the camera, there was a group, not a group, it was just like a small family. They were watching. That kind of had me a little bit, made me feel kind of nervous. But now I feel fine. So just gotta take little gradual steps, work your way up, and it gets a lot easier as you go. And then, yeah, so this is this street. I should also say, if you watch any other video about this street, then they'll probably do a better job of filming it than I'm going to. But this is where everybody goes to go shopping. So there are Turkish and tourists here. The only thing is, I've noticed that the prices here can be a bit higher than in other parts of the city because everyone knows the tourists are going to come here. So some places here can kind of be a tourist trap. Just patting my pockets to make sure everything's still there. Anyway, what it looks like. Okay, I'll show you guys the actual square shortly. Also, I apologize for not knowing the name of the streets. I'm really bad with directions and streets and everything. But anyway, gotta take a break for a bit because my hand's getting tired. Not my hand, but my shoulder. Holding the camera up with this backpack is killing me. So, I will reappear when I get to Taksim Square, the actual square. Alright y'all, I made it. I'm at the actual square. So, this is what it looks like here. This is a popular meeting place. So when people are meeting up in this area, I was once again told by locals that people meet up at Burger King. The Burger King behind me, and that's where everybody goes to meet up. You guys can see here, there's also, what do you call it? Can't speak English anymore. Oh, streetcar tracks. Yeah, there's this little streetcar that goes up and down the street. I don't know if you actually have to pay for it. Probably do, but I always see people just riding it. You know, it'll go down the street, people will just jump on and just ride it. I don't know if that's actually allowed, but I see people doing it. As you guys can see though, this area is pretty crowded too. Not as crowded as the actual street down there. But yeah, quite crowded nonetheless. What I noticed is that in this area, there are a lot of people that will sell you those kind of gimmicky toys and everything. Like those things, I don't know what they are. I've never actually gone to ask, but there are those little things that you they light up and you throw them in the sky, and then they kind of just like float down, and they're kind of cool. But yeah, you can buy a lot of those things over here. A lot of pigeons over here. So you can see, I'm not really the biggest fan of pigeons. They always fly towards my face. I don't like that. Anyway, gotta find the bus somehow now. It's been a while since I've been here, so I actually don't remember how to get to the bus. But I'm just gonna walk around till I find it. One big difference between Turkey and Belarus, I gotta say, is it's hot here compared to Belarus. I'd actually like to be out here in shorts right now, but it's just people would probably look at me like I'm crazy. So most people around me are wearing coats. That's always been something that I've never understood in many parts of Europe and also the East, because I don't know, I would only put a coat on at around 5 degrees back home. But the climate here is different, so same in Europe, in Italy and everything, in Spain. So people don't, so people start wearing coats earlier on in the year, or you know, at higher temperatures. But yeah, I'm warm. Anyway, I don't really know what's, I don't really know what is interesting about this area. What it looks like though. buildings are kind of cool. Yeah, okay, I think I see where the buses stop. There is a bus all the way down there. So I gotta head over there. My shoes are being held on by a string. I don't know if you guys can see that. They're being held on by a string. So I'm kind of nervous that they're gonna disconnect and fall off. Normally I would use like a drawstring or a shoelace or something stronger, but I forgot it. So I have to use that. And I'm just really hoping it holds because I don't know how else I'm supposed to carry my shoes on, you know, long distance. It's just gonna be inconvenient. Anyway, I went to a couple shops and nobody seemed to have them. I just ended up at a random place and then the man offered me the string I have now and he gave it to me for free, which was really nice of him. I begged him to let me pay, but he told me no, it was for free. So yeah. Anyway, this is where the bus stops, somewhere over here. So I'm off the bus now. Still got quite a ways to go, but I'm off the bus now. There was so much traffic that I decided to just get off and walk because it was going to be faster. So, I got across the street in 1 second. It's not as crazy as it was a second ago, but a few people asked me what crossing the street was like here because they heard about all the traffic and everything. Also, I should also specify, I can't remember if I said this at the beginning of the video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But when I refer to people asking me, I'm referring to people asking me offline. So a bunch of people that I know in real life have been asking me, you know, like what's life over there like, what's the culture like, the food and all that. So that's part of the reason I started recording all this stuff. One, to push my comfort zone, and another reason was to kind of show people what it's like. But anyway, okay. Got to cross the street in just 1 second, so I'll show you guys what that's like. Quite a bit of traffic right now. Actually, it's not looking like it's going to be the most crazy. So, yeah, it's normal. Okay, well, that wasn't too crazy. Normally when there's a lot of traffic, it's a lot scarier than that, but I don't know, that was very underwhelming. Alright y'all, I have arrived. I'm going to show you guys the best part of any journey. So, let's just place this here. Okay, so this is the best part. So, when you walk in, there's the first one. Oh, and there's the second one. So nice taking these off. Okay, so now I'm gonna get started. So first thing I do is just connect my shoes. Just gonna cut this rope because I'm gonna get something proper to use. Okay, so the string is stronger than I thought. I was worried it was gonna break. Okay, so looks like the shoes will have to come after. Or okay, here we go. Okay, first things first, shoes disconnected. Now, show you guys a bit of what's inside the bag, I guess. If anyone's interested in seeing more, I can definitely make a video on that in the future. But I'll just give you guys a quick little glimpse as to how this is all organized. So, the bag opens like this. The zippers are on the side. It's cool because this is an anti-theft bag, because a lot of bags would open, you know, this way, and then a criminal could easily, you know, sneak up behind you and just steal your stuff and you'd never know. But this part is against your back, which is fantastic. So they'd have to take the bag from you in order to steal it. Nomadic. Anyway, so we open this up. So that's just toiletries and so on. You know, like toothbrush, toothpaste. That is the first thing I'll take out. Then, now, I'll explain more of what I have here. So, I had to pack in a hurry. So, this is not how I would normally organize it, but I have my belt. Take that out. my charger. This thing is gonna die soon. Like, look at this. This is rough. I'm gonna get a new one soon, hopefully. Then, this is just a pair of socks. Like I said, I was in a rush. Normally I'd have everything, you know, in these packing cubes. I really stand by packing cubes. Microfiber towel. I roll with those because they don't take up as much space as you guys can see. So this towel, I can use it to dry myself very quickly. And this is how much space it takes up. And it also dries very fast too. Let's take that out. I have a pair of shorts. I army roll all of my stuff so that it fits. That's one thing out. So, I would normally put shirts in here. You guys can probably see it says shirts on this packing cube, but I was in a rush, so I accidentally put the dirty clothes in the shirts one, and then the shirts in the dirty clothes packing cube. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So that is the dirty clothes taken out. You guys can see I have a pair of shorts here. Let's take that out. I have a pair of jeans here. Take that out. This is socks and underwear. That's another packing cube. We'll take that out. Then these are my shirts. Regular shirts and dress shirts. Then one more pair of shorts. And then we'll take that out. So, Mike, you can keep your computer in this part. This is where you can keep documents, your computer and stuff. They actually have a sleeve for it, so you can fit stuff in here. You can also fit stuff up there, which is where my computer is. This right here is accessible from the other side of the bag. So you're not going to be able to see anything because I wrap my shoes in bags so that, you know, any dirt from the shoes does not get onto, does not get into my bag itself. So if I open this up, and then this is the shoe compartment. Those are my shoes. So I don't have a reason to take these out just yet, so I'm going to leave them. But so yeah, these are my shoes. This is the shoe compartment. That's where all that is. Oh, this bag also has a wet compartment for things that might get wet and so on. So I have 2 loofahs and some body wash. They're in a Ziploc bag. I just did that because although it is waterproof, you know, if liquid spills in there, it is waterproof. But it took, last time I spilled soap in there, it was just a pain to clean the soap out. So I just, you know, just a little bit of extra protection, so that's why I do that now. Anyway, yeah, and then there are some side compartments here. So on this one here, I can get this open. It's really hard to hold the camera and open this at the same time. So, keep my ASML Russian book. Yeah, so these side compartments are quite big, so you can fit quite a bit in there. Yeah, so that is my main bag. This is the main bag that I use. Now, we have my secondary bag. So, I also packed this one in a rush. So, I'll probably go more into this one next time. I just have deodorant and stuff like that in here. So, let's take out my documents. So, we have another packing cube just for technology that just makes life, you know, like batteries and stuff, makes life easier. Then this is just the sleeve that I would put my tripod in. And tablet and sweater. Okay, this one is hard to unpack, so there we go. And a sweater. And there's a snack there. Some kind of, I don't even know what it is. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much what's in this bag. I have, you know, like contact lenses, stuff like that, but I'll show you guys that more next time. But yeah, so that's more or less what I travel with. Just in a nutshell, you know, I have this power adapter. It works in several different countries. I got this on Amazon. Yeah, there's this one right here. This works in most parts of Europe. There is, I've only really been in Europe, so, oh, here we go. US, Australia, Canada. Yeah, this is pretty good. You can charge several devices here, including a computer. So 2 USB, 1 USB-C, and a computer. So that's super clutch, comes in super handy. I just got some cables and stuff here. And yeah, that's pretty much, oh, and a glasses case, just in case. Yeah, so what I'll do is next time I pack properly, I'll try to film a proper video, maybe of what it looks like when I pack, you know, what my bag should look like when it's actually packed properly, because this is just a rush job because I needed to leave very fast. So this is not what it would actually look like. But all that, so everything that you guys just saw, and that you saw me carrying around Taksim, that's all I bring with me. Yeah, and it's been enough. A lot of people have asked, so, you know, don't you need more stuff? How do you travel with so little? To be honest, I did have a few more things when I originally left, because I've been on the road now, well, I've been nomadic since July 8th, 2020. So it's been quite a while now. So I did have more, and I visited home before I came to Europe. I was only there for like 3 days or something. But I did drop off a lot of things back at home because I originally packed a lot of stuff. I thought I would need a ton of things, but I've actually realized that less is actually more. You actually don't need as much as you think you do. Because to answer the question about, you know, don't you need more? What if I don't pack enough? And if there's anything that you really, really need, you can realistically find it just wherever you are for the most part, in terms of clothing, you know, shoes, socks, stuff like that. Yeah, I try to keep the amount of items I have pretty low. I try to stick to about, what was it, like 8 shirts, including the one I have on at any given time. 8 pairs of underwear, including the pair that I'd be wearing, and so on. And I just try to do laundry often. I used to have a really big backpack when I went to South America. I had a big one when I went to South America. And yeah, it was great. I could fit everything and then some. I could buy souvenirs, but I had to pay to check it into every single plane. I ended up spending so much money on checked luggage. So with this bag now, I don't have to check it in anymore. I haven't had to check that bag in even once, to be honest. So this bag was quite expensive, but it ended up paying for itself. So every flight I get on where I don't have to pay to check in my luggage, it adds up. And then yeah, so I really like the bag. Anyway, I'm gonna end this now. I just wanted to show you guys the bag I use and everything, because a few people have asked. So that's the bag. I hope this was helpful. If you guys like this, I can go into more detail and show you guys what it actually should look like when I pack properly, just to give you guys a better idea. Anyway, if you like this, please like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully make some more videos soon because I'm back in Turkey. So yeah, have a great day, guys.